Hey guys, my name's Rebeccah Polk. I am a figurative sculptural artist that works out at Feats of Clay in Austin, Texas. Today I'm going to give y'all a quickie little virtual demo on how to load a bisque kiln. This is our kiln. Its name is Scuttlebutt, and we have a lot of work that we have to try to get in here today. So I'm excited to show y'all. Here we go. All right, everything's looking good. We're all empty in the kiln. Let's go ahead, walk inside, and see all of this work. It's doubtful that we're gonna get all of this in, but we are gonna try. So I typically like to start my shelf off with one larger piece and a bunch of things to act as filler. Just the concept of, working large to small, utilizing the most shelf space that I can. All right, y'all, I got my kiln cam on here. I've added a small amount of grog to this bottom shelf just because I have a platter that's going into this firing and I really don't want to risk cracking or having anything weird happening in the bisque firing. So I will start with a tiny little bit of grog. I'm gonna grab my largest piece first. And I typically will bring it closer to the edge so I know about how much space I have around. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my posts to measure my tallest piece. Looks pretty good. Since my next shelf is going to be another big round whole shelf here, I'm gonna go ahead and get my measurements early on. All right, I feel pretty good about this stilt placement. So I'm gonna go ahead and start filling in all the excess space around with as much of this greenware as I can. The whole goal is to utilize as much space as I can without doing anything too risky that will, potentially cause pots to crack or warp during the bisque firing. As y'all can see, I'm taking some of these tiny, tiny little pots and hiding them underneath the rim of this plate here. This is kind of a secret little hidden spot where you can put more pots in. I have luckily found some very light pieces I plan to put on top of these platters we have here. Now these are super thin. This will not affect the shape of this platter whatsoever. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this shelf, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next shelf. As I'm loading this in, I'm gonna be very slow, making sure I don't hit any of the side walls, making sure I don't hit my thermocouple. And then we go at it again with one of our larger pieces. I know this other piece we have has the exact same thing going on with a big flat bottom, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of grog just to give it an easier time in this firing. Typically won't be doing this if I'm mixing glaze work and bisque work in the same kiln though. Sometimes you just can't get it to fit. We're gonna come in with some different shaped pieces here because I'm tired of these little guys. I don't really have a lot of stuff that fits in the size. All right, on to the next level. Got these super cute little incense burners. So we're gonna make sure these little cuties get in here all nice and safe. And we just keep going. I don't like to leave a lot of space like this, but sometimes you are just in a pinch. You got to get in as much work as you can. This is a little terrifying to me, but we are going to gently place this on top here and hope that our stilts can clear it. Looking pretty good. Let's do one more check. Feel pretty great about that. Since we're getting pretty close to the top, I want to try to find my largest piece to make sure that I have enough clearance to fit it in the kiln. I have a bunch of leftover pumpkins from our Boo Oh My Gourd workshop. So let's go ahead and grab one of those to see if we're gonna be able to fit this in. Super cute. Kanan made this himself. Y'all can see, I maybe could squeeze in another shelf, maybe a plate of some sort. Pretty exciting. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a little shorty shelf here. All right, check it out. Looks pretty good. I can tell just from eyesight that I definitely have clearance for the lid here. Let's go ahead and keep on filling up the shelf. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get a few little shorties in here. Remember, the name of the game for us is to get in as much pots as possible because we have a lot of work to fire. Picked up a lot of my loading skills from when I briefly worked in production pottery at Sunset Kingdom Pottery. I learned from a lot of really great potters. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. That concludes my loading demo. I will see you all at Clay Fest. Bye!